What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for tuning into this video and into this channel. I am the Professor. Once again, thank you for all the love and support I've gotten so far. Guys, keep sharing, keep reposting, and let's grow this channel. Today, what I wanted to do was just cook up a quick beat once again. I will be posting a video, as I said in the last video, soon, explaining just a little bit more of what an EQ is, some technical terms that producers make or that producers say. But for today, I'm going to try to be a little bit more explanatory in my descriptions and making sure you guys fully understand exactly what I'm talking about while I'm making this beat. So hopefully, as well as it being a real fun video for your entertainment, it's also going to be a great video for you guys to learn. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so what I did was I just pulled up a piano. I'm going to mess around with a few chords, a few different melodies, just to see what we got going. And yeah, it should be great. Alright, I'm going to do a nice little 3-chord progression today. You guys can see my MIDI control. Where's that? Yeah. Alright. Press Q to quantize. Make sure you highlight everything beforehand. That reverb is crazy. Alright, I'm just going to go with that for right now. I'm going to loop it over once again, and then we're going to get a nice little melody going today. I might use Arcade today. I'm not too sure just yet. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up an EQ just to EQ this. So again, what an EQ does is you're pretty much able to cut or enhance certain frequencies of an audio signal. So pretty much I'm going to cut out the low frequencies, so frequencies from that 20 hertz to 30 hertz range. Excuse me, that 20 hertz to 300 hertz range. That's your bass or your low end, and then your 300 to about 5K-ish is your mid-range, and then anywhere from 5K to 20K is your high range. So these are all frequencies that the ear is able to hear, the human ear is able to hear. So we're going to cut off right about 80, around 80. Alright, cool. So I like that right now. I'm going to add some pretty crazy delay to this. I'm going to open up a plugin, a reverb plugin by Native Instruments called ROM. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But this reverb is like incredible. You should sponsor me. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some isotope vinyl on this. Alright, I love the way that piano sounds. It sounds a little bit vintage, a little bit more aged. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some kind of lead line that we can go with. Maybe like a bell. Something a little bit more sinister. Bell like Vox vibes. This one is crazy. I forgot to do something. I'm just gonna loop over this piano part really quick, and I'm gonna re-record. Cool. Once again, highlight everything, Q to quantize, just to make sure that you are on time. I love that. That's fire. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna EQ this. I like the top end of it, but not as much. I like where that's going. Now what I want to do is I'm going to pull up KONTAKT. I'm going to put a nice little pulsing string synth on this. Since it's a piano, usually whenever I do my piano beats, I like to have some kind of pad going. A pad is pretty much like a filler space. That's really what it is. It has a lot of lows and low mid frequencies. So we are going to pull up a nice little pulsing pad That's very subtle though. Alright, so not that one. Yeah, it sounds like that. Yeah. Alright, let's record that in. Some very light, some very simple. So as you can tell, hopefully from the graph, pretty much these like random lines that are showing up right here, that is where the audio signal is reaching in this frequency range. So pretty much for this pad sound that we have going right here, that's mainly strings, you're hitting about 100 hertz to like 2K hertz. I don't know if you guys can also see, but right here in this 20 to 30 hertz range, we have a little like peak right here. That's in the 20 to 30 hertz range. It's not really audible, so pretty much regardless of what instrument you use, you really want to cut off that 20 to 30 hertz range just because it's not audible and it's just gonna muddy up your mix. So for right now, we're going to cut off right there, and then I may pull a little bit more of the low end out. So I'm going to use this filter I have going right here and just pull a little bit of the low end out just to make it seem a little bit less bass heavy, because once again, I'm making space for my low end, so primarily my kick and my 808. All right, let's hear how that sounds. I don't want to add much else to it. I'm probably going to add just a nice counter melody really quick, and then that's probably going to be it. I actually like that. I like that. It's very subtle. I want it in the background almost. I don't like the top end to it as much, so I'm going to pull back on that filter, I think. Alright, cool. Alright, so what you see me just do is I'm going to pan my two lead lines just so it makes a little bit more separation and more space in the track. I'm going to now EQ that new lead line I just made. I want to see what crazy reverb can do that, so I'm going to see really quick. So if you guys can tell, it's a pretty dark, low sound, so especially for like some kind of wind instrument. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boost up the high frequencies just so we get a little bit more of that high end to it. So probably around this 1K to 2K range. Yeah. Alright. My Q is about like 0.8. Yeah, we'll go about 0.8. And I'm going to bring back on the amount of gain that I did. Alright, cool. I'm gonna add some percussion now, and then that's the beat, I think. I think that's the beat. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna finish up this hi-hat pattern really quick, and then we're gonna add a kick, a snare, maybe an open hat, a few perks, and then 808. You stupid. You so stupid. You know that? You're not my dad. Don't get me started. You got me started. Ah! Alright guys, so what I did so far, I added just a hi-hat pattern, a snare, and an open hat. I like where it is right now. I might just add like a clap or something just to fill in some of the space. But for right now, dude, I like the way it feels. It's a really nice vibe. This is actually one of the faster tempos that I've done in a while. My tempos usually are around like 80 to 100, like I was saying before in my first video, which if you haven't watched that one, what are you doing? Watch that one. Faster tempos aren't really my specialty. I really like to just like sit back and relax and chill, but there's this one, yeah. Shout out to Ken, man. Ken edits my videos and he's a phenomenal editor. His work ethic is great and he's a phenomenal person.
I've never met this man in my life.
This kick isn't really hitting as heavy as I wanted to, so I'm a little bit sad about that. Never mind, it's hitting just fine. My room is shaking. Alright, now for the 808, gonna open up SubLab and get this beat going! Yeah! Remember, sidechain, 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 sidechain. Always sidechain everything that you do, especially with your kicks and your bass. Sidechain, always sidechain. Oh God almighty. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a nice little glide action. Thing I love about SubLab, guys, is that you're able to have a glide option. So if you go down here in this, if you go down here in this bottom left-hand corner and just press glide, it has the option for how much of a curve you want. If you want a curve, all that kind of stuff. If it's instant, you want it to be a little bit late, or even if you want it to be like a little bit choppier, but I usually like a pretty nice smooth glide. Alright guys, so this is pretty much the beat. I'm just gonna arrange it really quick and then I'll meet you back here in like if 5 seconds, like not even 5 seconds. Alright guys, we're back. I finished arranging the beat. It's on real light for you guys, but I hope you guys enjoy it. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video once again. Make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. Also guys, follow me on Instagram at Professor Productions. Also follow my team, Ken, Nina, and Elvin. All the information will be linked in the description below. Have great news coming up in the next 2 weeks or so. So make sure you guys are following all the pages so you guys are in tune to what exactly is going to be going on. So make sure you guys tune in and let's check out this fire.